Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Voices from the Mausoleum. If you did not watch the Found Footage Friday update thing that I posted either today or yesterday, depending on when I decide to go to put this up, this is just going to be an update video, really quick, to kind of hopefully get some hype around some of the things that are coming to Voices for the new year, and just to kind of let everybody know what shows are returning and kind of how we're going to be doing things. I think I talked a little bit about this before the end of the year. I'm going back to school. And in the process of the break, I also got potentially a new job opportunity, which is going to sound like such a dumb complaint, which basically means that I won't be able to do not work at work anymore. I'll have to actually do work when I'm at work. And so that's going to cut into my school time, which means I'm going to have to do school stuff at home instead of at work, which is going to cut into content time. And so I needed to try to mentally prepare for all of that stuff too. So you'll notice, prior to the break, we were pumping out like anywhere from 3 to 5, sometimes 6 videos a week. That will not be the case in the new year. I'm cutting back on recording, mostly because I have other things I need to spend time on and with. I have a family that I want to spend time with, and we game together and we hang out together. And I'm going to have school stuff and work stuff and life stuff. And so we're going to be backing off a lot, content wise. I think the minimum goal is at least an episode a week. We will see how those get posted. So shows that are coming back. Remakes with You Run Podcast returns this month. Kat and I are working on a schedule to continue our deep dive into her horror games in real life. Radar and I have another temporary series that's coming in. Uh, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, because Radar says these movies are underrated. I don't. I'm like halfway through the list. I'm not sure that I agree, but it should make for some fun conversation. So he sent me a list of 10 movies he thinks are underrated, and none of them I have seen. They will all be first watches. So we're going to be kind of diving into those. Um, to give you an example of a movie on this list, Galaxy of Terror is on there. So just, if you're it could be a very wild few episodes, but that's going to be a limited series, only 10 episodes. Tasha and I are bringing Horror Bestie Breakdown back. If you are not familiar, I did a podcast only segment with Tasha. It's been over 2 years ago now, called Horror Bestie Breakdown, where we took movies and we broke them down and talked about them. It was a longer sort of thing before, but we're going to knock those down to 30 minutes. And instead of just doing any movies, we're going to be doing really ridiculous ones, starting with Zombievers and Velocipaster. So those episodes will be coming out as well. I'm also going to start doing a series where we do top 5 movie list, or top 5 list related to the horror genre. So there's a couple of those. If these sound familiar, I'm going to go ahead and do this quick note really quick, because I did want to mention this. I announced, and I had been sharing and posting, that I was doing content for the Zervis channel. The relationship between the two of us was very rocky and inconsistent. We have parted ways. I will no longer be doing content for the Zervis channel. Now, I have gone back and forth about how much about the situation I wanted to say. And I think at this point, I'm just going to remain just kind of professional and keep it moving. But I had recorded a lot of content and spent time on content. So I'm going to reuse it. So I'm going to repost the Horror Bestie Breakdown episodes, the top list that I already had, which was top female leads in horror movies or TV shows. Tasha and I did top haunted movies, like haunted house locations, that kind of thing. Albert and I, of course, did a top 5 werewolf. Norrin and I did a top 5 slashers. So it'll be hopefully, a varied amount of guests covering different kind of things. Radar's going to be on for that. Rick from Horror Fiend TV, JR from Horror Fiend TV, Joshua Pangborn will be back to do an episode for that little series, and so will Mike and Serial. So it'd be, just different people. So if you're interested in doing that and you have a top 5 of something in the horror genre, doesn't have to be a movie type. It can be like tropes. It can be anything you want. Just let us know. We'll see if we can get it in. Other than that, Found Footage Fridays will, of course, continue every week. The Coffee Crypt is coming back. Steve is going to be doing Horrific Heroes again with Rob from Creepy and Geeky Podcast. I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Albert and I will be back with some more of our showcase, what is it called? Showdown, not showcase, of, our vampires versus werewolf series that we're doing, Cursed Beings. So yeah, lots of really good stuff. Influential horror will continue, and so will interviews. Interviews will have to be paced a little bit differently. My time is super constrained. I cannot record 3, 4 days a week anymore. I just can't do it. So we'll see how those. I'll try to get to those as much as I can. If we do a found footage filmmaker interview, that will probably take the place of a found footage review. However, We do have some updates if you're interested in the things that are going to be on our page. And I'm gonna have to read these because I don't have them memorized. So here's the tiers, the new tiers. The first tier is gonna be $1. It's gonna be that's our recently deceased tier. That's the name in the credits and Discord access. The next tier is the Bone Collectors. This one is staying the same, but I believe it's going down in price. It's going down to $3. That's our sticker club. Maybe post edit, I'll put up some examples of some stickers. You get an exclusive sticker every month. I will tell you, in October and December this past year, I sent extra goodies for holidays to Patreon members who were in at least the Bone Collector tier. The next tier is the Grave Diggers. This is only an $8 tier. This gives you early access to Found Footage Fridays every week and the Influential Horror every month. This will also include entry into a watch along, which we will try to do either bi-monthly or at least once a month. The next one is The Mystics, which is exclusive movie reviews. This is a $12 tier. You'll get 2 reviews a month. Probably going to be one older movie, one newer movie, but these will be Patreon exclusives. These will not go on YouTube. You'll only have access if you're a patron. And then the other one was the Crypt Keepers. We didn't really change this, but we did lower the price. This is going down to $18. This is a producer credit, which you get immediately. You get a producer credit, a producer T-shirt after you've been in that tier for at least 2 months. You get topic choices, so you can create, come up with ideas for either current shows or new episodes, and have say to kind of run the show. And you get one a month. So every month, obviously, as your. So those are some new ones. I also have. I worked to come up with some more. I simplified our merch options and redid some designs. I'll maybe post those around somewhere as well. So a lot of new things. In that regard too. So, yeah, I think that's all I got. Oh, and because I did finally get to finish my computer upgrade, I will be doing gaming stuff. It's going to be horror games, of course, but it'll be some. I mean, I'm sure it'll be some things people are familiar with too. But I'd like to get into being able to do games that my laptop couldn't run and record them. So, yeah, that's like I don't know. I think that's all. I probably didn't catch everything. I don't remember. It's been December was a whirlwind and it went by so fast. And I was literally sitting here this week going, "Oh my God, our break is over. Oh my God, we got to get our stuff together." We have a really cool new intro promo thing that's going to come up. Um, that'll be like our pinned video on our YouTube. That's like all of our friends talking about what Voices means to them, what we feel like Voices means to us, which I'm really excited about because people just they're so nice sometimes. Hopefully they say the same things when we're not around. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I have for this one. Thanks for sticking out December with us. Let us, as always, let us know if there's content you want to see. We're happy to adapt and to adjust. This setup will be a little bit different as I get more used to this new thing. Because my camera doesn't fit up here because my monitor's too big. Um, Anyway, yeah. So I hope you guys had a great holiday. Happy New Year. Welcome back. We're so excited to be jumping back into content. So hope you're excited to see our faces again. That's all I had for this one. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hope you had a great week. I'm sure it's going to be hard getting back into the grind with the holidays over, but you could do it. I believe in you. And Steve and I will see you in the next one.